In this week's video, I want to talk with you about onboarding, which may make you almost want to turn this video off because onboarding new employees, it just sounds boring and corporate. You might think of paperwork and benefits, but onboarding is so critical to your organization. It needs to be a priority and it needs to be an engaging process that sets up your new hires for success. Organizations with a strong onboarding process improve new hire retention by 82% and productivity by 70%, according to a Brandon Hall Group study that was done in 2015 about talent acquisition. Many organizations do have some formal classroom training as part of their onboarding process. Hopefully it's fun training that's experiential and helps these new hires better understand the company's mission and its values, what the different departments do, and yes, cover some basics around benefits and other things that are culture related within the organization. Hopefully it includes your executives. But today I have 7 tips that go beyond that formal training to help you set these employees up for success. I'm Morgan Quist, I'm your Thrival guide, and I partner with people, including leaders and organizations, to help them shift from surviving to thriving in their careers. So in today's video, I'm going to review these 7 tips to help your new hires thrive. Tip number 1 is to create an action plan for all the key players. First, identify who those key players are: the hiring manager, the HR department, the technology team, maybe the security team. And on this action plan, identify who is going to do what by when, and have it be an online shared document so that as each player does their part and completes their tasks, they can note that on the document and everybody else knows what's going on. But we've all been there where we've showed up, it's our first day on the job, this is a big deal to us, and our laptop isn't ready, so we can't really start or learn. Or our hiring manager got pulled into all-day meetings. That doesn't help us feel welcome, doesn't help us feel valued, and it certainly doesn't help us feel set up for success. So it's really important to start this process in a great way. Tip number 2 is to schedule a specific plan for the new hire for their first week and to share that before the start date. Scheduling one-on-one time with their hiring manager. Scheduling meetings with people across the company, key players they might work with, or key departments, so that they are making connections across the organization and also getting to know in a bit more detail what other departments do and how they might be working together in the future. Schedule lunch plans, both with people on the team and with people outside of the team. Give them a list of all the regular meetings, the company meetings, the department meetings, the one-on-one meetings, so they know what's in front of them, they know what to plan on. And you can do something fun too, like put a balloon up at their workstation. It feels welcoming and celebratory. A lot of companies do it, and I'm a fan of that. Not only because it feels celebratory, but also because it lets everyone in the organization know that there's a new person who's joined the team. And they can come up and introduce themselves and create a good influence about the company culture. Tip number 3 is to partner this new hire with a buddy who's on the same team but is not the hiring manager. The buddy is the person that you can go to with the day-to-day questions, sometimes the small questions, but it helps you feel comfortable. It helps you ask questions that you might not feel comfortable asking your hiring manager, like, where's the paper for the printer? Or I tried to get on the intranet like they told me and it's not working. How do I make that work? Or that person in the meeting, what's his name again? What does he do? It's great to have that go-to person. I joined an organization and was given a buddy who's still a dear friend of mine, and it was great. She was so nice, and I could ask those small questions, and it really, again, helped me feel welcome and comfortable, but also be successful in my job sooner because I could be more efficient. Maybe you have mentors or coaches within your organization. You could partner the new hire with a coach or mentor as well. My suggestion is that these buddies and these coaches are volunteers, so they're doing it not because it's an item on their job description, but it's something that they want to do. Maybe they're building their leadership skills, or they just think it's important as part of the employee experience to help this person feel welcome. But that's tip number 3, is to be sure to partner them with a buddy. Tip number 4 is don't call it onboarding. Onboarding does sound very corporate and unfriendly. Think about your mission and your values and the culture of your organization and what you can name onboarding and use that for all of your materials so that they are welcoming and inviting and help create that positive employee experience. Maybe it's the roadmap or the kickstart or the recipe, whatever it is for you, but making it fun and friendly. Number 5 is to have a 90-day plan for the new hire, including a great coaching conversation. What contributions do you want them to make over the first 90 days? What do you want them to learn? And at the end of those 90 days, checking in with them, and ideally sooner as well, certainly at the 90-day mark. But asking them great open-ended questions like, how are you feeling about your role? How are you feeling about your contributions? Where do you feel strong? What areas can I help you learn more about to help you be more successful? And have a really good conversation and really good check-in. And you can also share your observations. It's like, here's where I really see you shine. How can we leverage that even more? Or I see we really need to learn more about this aspect of the department or the company that will really help you. But have a great coaching conversation that will really help them with their employee experience and help them with their role. Number 6, and this is probably for the human resources department to do, but is to check in with the new hire and get their feedback about the new hire process and about the onboarding process. What did they wish they knew sooner? Did they feel welcome? Was it fun for them? What suggestions do they have? And really use it as a continuous improvement opportunity to get their feedback. Tip number 7 is to evaluate the hiring process itself. What data are you gathering in your organization about the recruitment process, the hiring process, the onboarding process? Are you asking your hiring managers in 30, 60, 90 days, would you hire this person again? I read a statistic that said 90% of new hires decide if they're going to stay or leave a company within the first 6 months. So these first 6 months and the employee experience for these new hires is so important to their success and the success of the organization. I hope with these 7 tips you got a new idea or two, or that it helps with your overall onboarding experience. I'm Morgan Quist, I'm your Thrival Guide, and I partner with people, including leaders and organizations, to help them shift from surviving to thriving in their careers. I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I provide weekly roadmaps on just that. I look forward to seeing you next time.